Dear scholars, today I am going to share with you the philosophy and types of philosophy or branches of philosophy. Mr. Vaitla, would you mind telling what is philosophy?
Philosophy is the love of wisdom, and until me, I think it is wisdom. It is search for the reality.
Yes, very good. Najma, from which two words has it been derived? Love and... Yes, very good. It means love of wisdom or search for truth. How many types does philosophy have, Mr. Shakur?
Types?
Would you mind, could anybody tell? Branches of philosophy. How many branches of philosophy are there? 3. Would you mind telling their names? There are major types are 3: epistemology, metaphysics, and axiology. But there are also some other types which are given. So we will go in that detail. The word philosophy has been derived from 2 Greek words. Philos means love or strong desire for a particular job. And sophos or sophia stands for wisdom or correct application of knowledge. So philosophy implies love of wisdom. And it is to know about the real meaning of life. Likewise, philosophy is the study of basic ideas about knowledge. It is the fundamental ideas about knowledge, about right and wrong, reasoning and the value of things. It is that set of ideas, standard or creeds which are used to describe one's behavior and thought. For example, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, so forth. These are creeds. Now there are some definitions of philosophy. It is the study of the search for reality. If you want to search for reality, then you will have to study philosophy. And if you are searching for the truth, you will have to study philosophy. And it is an effort to know about the hidden realities. What are the hidden realities, facts and figures? Truths about ourselves, exempli gratia. Is there any God? Does God exist? If you are searching for such kind of questions, then this is known as philosophy. What is the meaning and purpose of life? What is the meaning and purpose of our life? How did this universe come into being? How did this universe come into existence? Second definition, it is a kind of science, a reservoir of knowledge which can be made out through rigorous investigation and study. It is that reservoir of knowledge through which we can investigate and study. It is a branch of science that deals with the study of general and fundamental problems. If you are discussing about your general and fundamental or basic problems and questions, then you will have to study philosophy. For instance, those connected with reality, existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. It is the love of knowledge. Love of knowledge is also known as philosophy, or it is a guide to a way of life. It will tell you the right way, the right direction. Philosophy is a process of constant questioning, and questioning takes the form of dialogue. Plato has rightly said that it is a kind of constant questioning. If you are asking questions regularly, consistently, then and it adopts the form of dialogue. This is also known as philosophy. Now we are going to study the areas, key areas or branches of philosophy. Philosophy has 7 branches such as metaphysics, ontology, axiology, logic, aesthetics, epistemology, ethics, political philosophy. Now we are going to study about epistemology. The word epistemology has been taken from 2 Greek words. Episteme, which means knowledge, whereas logos implies study. It is the study of knowledge, scope of knowledge, truth and belief. Epistemology means if you are going to study about knowledge, that is epistemology. Another definition is it deals with nature, origin and limits of human being. Now there are some questions which are asked in epistemology. What is knowledge? What do you know about knowledge? What do you mean by knowledge? Or what do you know about knowledge? How is knowledge gained? What are the structures and limits of knowledge? These questions concern with epistemology.
We can say the implication of knowledge is epistemology.
Pardon?
Can we
Anything which is concerned with knowledge, that is known as epistemology.
So another question, sometimes we have heard or studied somewhere that some people have a specific behavior or attitude to some characteristic of nature. We also listen that this behavior or attitude is also known as philosophy. Would you appreciate?
Yes, you are dead right. There's nothing wrong about that. Next is metaphysics. Meta means beyond, after, and physica stands for physical or nature. It is a branch of philosophy which tells about the nature of reality. Epistemology was telling about knowledge, but this particular branch is telling about reality. What is reality?
We have not understand yet. Ontology.
Ontology is a branch of...
Specific word from a specific origin.
Yes, there is word, but I don't know, sorry. Metaphysics is my main topic.
Is that about
It is branch of metaphysics. Next is, it studies the fundamental questions of reality. For example, what is the nature of reality? Next is axiology. That is the third branch of philosophy. The term axiology comes from two Greek words, axios and logos. Axios means worth, value. What is the value? What is the worth? What is the importance? And logos denotes study. So it is the study of worth and value. Whatever we study about the worth, about the value of anything that is studied in the branch of philosophy, that is axiology. It is a branch of philosophy that deals with values, or it is the study of the nature of value. For instance, what values should one live by? How should you live? Which values should you follow? Basic questions in axiology. These are some basic questions. Where did these values come from? Can these values be called good? Are these values good or bad? Is one value better than the other, and why? Next branch is ethics philosophy or moral philosophy. This word has been taken from ethos, and it means custom or habit. Besides, ethics is a theory and morality is practice. Ethics is a theory, whereas morality is its practical shape. It is the morality of human actions. There are some basic questions about ethics philosophy. How human beings ought to act, and the search for a definition of right conduct and good life. What do people think is right? What is the viewpoint of the people? Is it right or wrong? That comes in ethics. If it is theory, that is related to ethics. If it is practical, in practical life, that is morality. How do we determine a right conduct? How can we judge that that is right conduct, that is wrong conduct? What is a good life, and can we attain it? What is good life? How should we live a good life? And how can we attain or achieve or gain that? Next definition is, it is the study of what is right and what is wrong in human behavior. Whatever is right in human behavior and what is wrong, that is known as ethics philosophy. It is concerned with human values and how an individual should act. How should he act? How should he behave? That also comes in ethics philosophy. Next is logic or logic philosophy. The word logic has been derived from a Greek word logos, which represents science of correct thinking. If you think correctly in a right way, that is known as logic. Furthermore, it is the study of the principles and criteria of a valid argument. If you give valid arguments, right arguments, perfect arguments, reasoning, that is said to be logic. Distinguish sound or good reasoning from unsound or bad reasoning. If you distinguish between right and wrong, between sound and unsound reasoning, that is known as logic.
Sir, here, how people decide that I'm thinking correctly or rightly? Who will decide this?
People will decide.
The society?
Society will decide. Everyone says I am perfect,
Here are some
but the others are the spy of your personality. वो कहते हैं कि दूसरे आपकी जात के जासूस होते हैं. वो आपको ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं कि how shallow are you? They will know.
There are different values of different society. So what is somewhere is think is correct? That is.
You will, before going to that country or that society, you will have to go through, you will have to study. If you go offhand, then you will face the music. So that is why do study, as Sir has told us time and again, that he went to England and what kind of tradition, what kind of culture did they have.
Yes.
So whenever you go to another society, to another culture, then you will have to study. Don't go offhand. बगैर तैयारी के, बगैर कुछ पढ़े, बगैर उनकी मालूमात हासिल किए, बगैर don't go there. It deals with rules of valid reasoning and argumentation. Basic questions in logic. What is correct reasoning? What distinguishes a good argument from a bad one? Next is aesthetics. The word aesthetics has been derived from Greek word aesthetikos, which implies pertaining to sense perception. It is the branch of philosophy which deals with the study of beauty and philosophy of art. Whatever you study about beauty, as it said, beauty lies in the eyes of a beholder. John Keats says, a thing of beauty is joy forever. And he further says, beauty is truth, truth is beauty. So that is why there is also in philosophy that which concerns with beauty and art, that is known as aesthetics. Or it is the
beauty refers to the beauty which is present in the work of the art or in the nature?
It
Which
may-
way this word refers?
it may refer to nature, it may refer to your perception, your senses.
The work of art also.
Work of art, yes. It is the branch of philosophy in which we study about the principle of beauty and art, such as what is beauty, what makes a good art, what is art. Next is political philosophy. It is that philosophy in which we study about the government. Now, what is the significance or importance of philosophy? The study of philosophy makes a person troubleshooter. Troubleshooter is that person who resolves the problems, who is not troublemonger. Troublemonger is that person who creates problems, problem creator. So philosophy will make you troubleshooter, and you will be able to solve the problems of your own problems as well as the problems of society. So that is why that it has great importance in our life. It helps to solve problems of our daily life. In addition, it broadens our vision to make better and right decisions by developing our critical thinking and analytical approach. It will also broaden your vision. It will make you visionary, far-sighted. It will not make you frog in the well. You will have to think out of the box. And it will also make you critical thinker and analyst. Furthermore, philosophy guides one to analyze concepts, definitions, arguments, and problems. Moreover, it contributes to one's capacity to organize different ideas and issues. How will you organize, how will you arrange different variety of ideas and issues? How to deal with questions pertaining to value? How will you tackle, how will you solve the questions? And extract what is essential from a large quantity of information. If you are a philosopher, you will extract important information from a large quantity of information. Now we'll come to the explanation of philosophy. Philosophy tries to understand the main reasons or basis for things. Moreover, philosophy also deals with the way of thinking. How do you think about the world? What are your thoughts? What is your viewpoint? How do you reckon world? The universe and the society. What is your thinking? How do you see the world? How do you see the universe? And how do you see the society? Why does that happen? Now we will come to the conclusion. The quintessence of the foregoing discussion is that philosophy is the science of deep thinking. And through philosophy, we find the solutions of our problems. It will make you a deep thinker, and through philosophy, we will be able to solve the problems of our daily life, our daily routine. So that was all about a little bit briefly about philosophy. Thank you so much.